I just finished adding my cheese and bacon. Did you just fart?
No.
Okay.
That was something. Nana made some kind of
All
noise.
right, hush. Hey y'all, I'm Anna and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you a crockpot recipe. It's called cracked chicken and it's a very popular dish that people make these days, and I'm really excited to show you the way I like to do it. It is so simple, and since it cooks in the crock pot, there's really minimal effort to it. So let's go over the ingredients. I have about 2.5 pounds of frozen chicken breast. You could use fresh, but I always use frozen because it's just easier that way and it still cooks beautifully in the crock pot. I have a packet of ranch seasoning and an 8-ounce package of cream cheese. Now normally when I make this recipe, I make it in the morning. I put it in the crock pot maybe around 8 or so and let it cook on low for several hours, maybe like 6 to 8 hours, and it's perfect. But today I am doing this a little bit later in the day, so I'm gonna do it on high for about 4 hours. So I've got my crock pot ready. I've already sprayed it with some nonstick cooking spray, and all I'm gonna do is add my chicken in, and then I will add in my ranch. Because I'm going to cook this on high for 4 hours, I don't want my cream cheese to burn. So I'm going to hold off on the cream cheese for a couple of hours until this is about halfway done, and then I'll add it in. So this is all I'm going to do for now. I'm going to plug in my crock pot, cover it up, and put it on high for about 4 to 6 hours in all, and in a little bit I'll add in my cream cheese. My chicken has been cooking in my crock pot for about 3 hours now. It's almost done, and if you come close, you can see how much juice has come out. Now, I used frozen chicken breast, so when you use a frozen chicken breast, it kind of has a lot of moisture in it, but if you were to use fresh, you may not get that much juice. So I recommend that if you use a fresh chicken breast, maybe add like a 1/4 cup of chicken stock to this before you start cooking it. Now it's time to add the cream cheese to my chicken, but first I'm going to cut it up into little pieces so it melts easier, and I have had this sit on my counter for a few hours, so it's already really soft. All right, I just put my lid back on, and I'm going to plug this back in and turn it back on high for about 1 more hour, and then when it's finished, we're going to shred up the chicken, add some cheddar cheese and some bacon, and it's going to be so good. Alright, so our chicken is finished. I just finished shredding it up with 2 forks, and now I'm going to add some sharp cheddar cheese. I've got some right here. You can put as much or as little as you want. I'm just going to do a couple of handfuls. And now I'm going to add in some crumbled bacon. I just added my cheese and bacon, and in a few minutes I'll probably add some more bacon because I've got some more over there that I'm finishing up. And now I'm just going to mix this together with the same 2 forks. You can see how it turns really, really creamy. is a little bit liquidy to begin with, but once you add that shredded cheddar, it really thickens it up. I'm gonna serve mine tonight with some mashed potatoes and green beans. And the reason I love to serve mine with mashed potatoes is because it is so creamy and it almost forms like a gravy, so I like to mix the chicken in with the mashed potatoes. It's really good, you have to trust me. And lastly, I'm going to add some fresh green onions to the top of mine. Of course, this is totally optional. I just really like how it tastes. And you could always add more cheese, more bacon to yours, whatever your heart desires. So now I'm about to take a taste. All right, it's very hot, but I'm going to make sure I've got some chicken, some green onion, and some taters on my fork, because that's just how I like it. Two thumbs up. It is so good. I love this recipe because there's so few ingredients and it all does the work for you in the crock pot. I really hope that you enjoy this video and this recipe. If you try this recipe, please let me know. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, leave them in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye!